I just swept all these leaves. How nice am I? Now let me just show you again what I just done. I swept all these leaves. Oh yeah. Now, what I've done, yes indeed, I even went to my neighbors. Oh, come on, Fish, get the bike going. I pushed all these leaves to the side. And I even put a pile over here. And I put a pile over here. Oh yeah. I'm a nice neighbor. I can't do it all. All right, again, that was a video about 30 to a minute. And I'm on my second clip, maybe my third clip to go on. This is not a bike friendly camera to go on and off, especially with that hard button. Hey, I'm Fish. Thank you very much for joining me today with the DJI Action 3. I'm in a low lit situation. Woohoo! Give a little shout, and off we go. About 10 shots later, and I edited out about 7 shots off the camera, and I got 3 shots on, and quick capture works finally. It's another cloudy, overcast day ahead, but behind the sun is coming up. Striped bass and blue for today. Oh yeah. Now you can see behind me, you know, everything all lit up, the sky. Yes indeed. The Dejing Action 3, the DJI Action 3, is a decent camera for a budget. I'm not gonna, try to sell you. I don't represent, and I didn't pay DJI to pay me. I paid myself to pay for this camera. I only paid $100. Now up ahead, there's some pigeons flying. I'm gonna turn the camera around, get a nice shot over here, and you can see the pigeons flying. It's a beautiful sunrise, almost happening in the distance. Probably another 20 minutes, we'll see it start to rise. My upgrade from the first generation to the Action 3, I'm happy. Now, I'm not going to use it like I am going to use it to later on. And it took me, maybe a couple of months of having the camera. And then I put it to the side. And then a year or two later, I started to pick it back up and use it. And that's where I start to get the use of this camera going for me. Now I could go ahead and go get the GoPro Hero 11, and I'm gonna use it more than I use the Action 3. And because, it works in ways differently than the DJI and vice versa. And I use more GoPro than DJI. That's just me. But I'm happy I got my Action 3 that works very well. Maybe you'll come on this board, this side of the dark side, and you'll get your Action 3 and say, hey Fish, that camera's really good. I like it. It's a great camera. Definitely indeed. I come here once in a while and I sit down on a bench and do a small talk. Bench is gone. Some of the trees are gone, and they're building a gazebo, a overhang, a new area over on the side, and they chopped a couple of trees down as well. Let's go head on to the beach while it's a nice calm day. Oh, they got the little barricades up all over this way, you know, it stopped the leaves and stuff going into the ocean and the people going into the water. And yeah, the sun is first coming up, it's in the distance, and it's got some breeze blowing in. That is a super-sized sun coming up. I think I'm going to put my camera down and capture a time lapse. Time lapse mode, when I did sunset, because I'm doing a sunrise, after so many seconds, you know, it started, it gave me a screensaver, and it did its job. But I stopped it a little bit before its time. And I'm done. I don't want to sit here, wait for that sun to go all the way up in the sky, because then it'd be high noon. Now, this should be a good shot, indeed. I got my main goal. I tried time-lapse mode. Now, if you're wondering about the sound, it should sound pretty awesome. I'm not yelling, and I'm talking in a natural voice right now. And I hope the camera will suit your needs. Now remember, my wind noise reduction on the bottom, I have what is a piece of tape to stop the rattle of what Dejing has done. They made a couple of mounts that don't fit correctly. They made a couple of mounts that fit correctly. So I'm gonna go see if I could go into the camera and maybe adjust my decibels up a little higher. Listen to the squeak. Now don't get me wrong. In order to get to the audio of the camera, you must be in Pro. If you're not in Pro and you turn it off, then it goes to default. What gives, DJI? I did some slow motion by mistake, and I did 4K 120. And I'm not sure how slow motion got on, but I know I had my video on D-Warp, and now it's back on wide. So Dejing, we need to have our camera, when we switch different settings, to go back to those settings and stay that way. Have a memory for them, not to default to your needs. I want it to default to my needs. I like 4K 24, D-Warp mode, and now I'm on just rock steady. But when I switched over to 4K 20, it automatically went to wide. And when I went back to 4K 24, it stayed on wide. Am I right or am I wrong? Ah, the sun, yes. Got a nice ride along shot. Shut to the side. The camera just fine. Rock steady. I remember the Insta361 RS. When you went into the sun, you had HDR video. Oh, Dejing, you took our HDR video away. Well, my Sunday fun is over. It's time to go get my breakfast cup of joe. I'm not sure if I want cereal, toast, or bagel. On that note, I'm Fish and no hat to tip off. I hope you learned. I hope you seen, hope you saw, hope you enjoyed. And on that note, I catch on many other videos to come.